We are on. Good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the flip side with Jay and Noel. What's going on? How's everybody doing in
He's
this
Jay.
day? Yeah,
I'm Noel.
yeah, that's that. Yeah. Today, the 17th of June, 8:13 p.m. here in the United States, in Virginia, 8:13 a.m. in where you live at, Las Piñas.
Sorry I'm late again.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Las Piñas.
Just wanted to get that off my chest.
You live in Las Piñas, right? Las Piñas?
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes,
all right. Las
yes.
Piñas. I mean, it would be nice to get a reply or an answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. That was just
he literally
bothering me.
woke up maybe 5 minutes ago, even though he's
Two.
already been up an hour ago, and then he fell back asleep.
Yeah, I woke up, looked at the watch, sent you the message, good morning, and fell back to sleep again.
Jesus. Well, you did have a long night, it seems like. You got home at what, 1 a.m. already?
yeah, you know why?
No, obviously not. You're halfway across the world, for crying out loud. How am I
Oh,
supposed to know?
sorry, I didn't say anything. Sumo wrestling championships. On top of that,
What?
water gun battle.
Hold on. Sumo Wrestling Championships.
Yeah, I let him win as usual.
Oh, okay. It's between you and KF.
Yeah,
I'm like, I thought you went to watch one. I'm like, Sumo Championships in the Philippines?
yeah. The last time I've been doing like sumo wrestling or just regular wrestling
Hmm.
with my son, I've been like sweating like a pig, sort of like it's like disgusting because we're both like, arms and legs are like
Ugh.
really sweaty. So I
Yeah.
figured I'd do something different this time. What I'm wearing when I'm on a motorcycle, I'm like long sleeves and a sort of like a ski mask.
Yeah.
That's what I was wearing when I was doing sumo wrestling with my kid this time. So I'm
Ah.
not like number one, I'm not disgusting, and then number two, for or so what do you call this, for entertainment value?
Right,
So I
right,
look
right, right,
like
right.
uh I don't know what I looked like, but I looked like I was wearing a costume
You're
that I
typically
was.
wearing your camera gear. Did you have to take all of that off? Because you wear it on your chest, right? The camera.
Yeah, no, I took it off. Of course, I didn't want to. I was really getting into it, so like. But
I'm hoping you let him win.
yeah, it was fun because I was like, like, is it WWF, WWE now? It's like,
WWE.
I'm gonna get you, like overacting and do that for about half an hour, and you're like, okay, can we take a break, please? I'm 44, 45 years old, and just 5 minutes, please.
He actually did not want to stop.
Yeah, and it's like 2 seconds later, after he goes to the toilet, takes a dump, gets out, and
Oh
okay,
Jesus.
water gun fight. Get ready. Your
Is
gun's
it
in the garage. It's locked and loaded. Let's go. It's
are those
like,
the water guns that you brought over for him?
yeah, and the first thing that he looked like, it's like 30 seconds into like shooting the guns, right? He was like really happy about choo 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 choo, and then he's like,
Right.
ah, the water spray isn't as strong as the last one that I had about, it's like 6 months ago.
Did you get him like a
Yeah,
super soaker or something?
that's what he was talking about. He's like, where it's like
Ah.
it's not as strong as the super soaker. This one's only as strong as the gun that you buy at the carinderia.
Is that where you got it
That's
from?
I got it from the gas station, and
Jesus.
it cost like $5.
Of course it's gonna suck.
So you had to it's like the distance of the water, the water stream, what do you call that when you shoot
Yeah,
it,
the stream.
like 5 feet. 10
Oh my
feet the
God.
most. and he's like, and he's like, nothing's happening. Yeah, because that's air. You have to sort of face it forward, not face it upward.
Raise it
Because
upward.
you're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
getting air when you're, there's no pump or anything like that. It's like you have to
Oh,
face
it's
it
one of
forward.
those. They still have those in the Philippines where it's literally just water cap, and then that's it.
Yeah, basically
Because
with like a
here,
hose
even
somewhere
even the
in there.
small ones, even like the little handgun ones, it
Mm.
comes with like a pump or a pump.
No, this one is but there was something really thoughtful that my son said. He's like, you should get like two more so that my other friends can play with us.
Oh,
I thought that
that's
was
nice.
I thought that
Yeah,
was
that's
really
nice of him.
thoughtful.
Yeah.
But I said, I could only afford two. I'll try to see if I could afford. What was I trying to show you? The gun, right?
Yeah.
I thought I had another one here with me, but I left it there.
All right. 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 Right.
So it looks like this, and then there's a tank at the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Those little ones. Yeah.
And then if you put it up this way, two things happen. Number one, it, so there's a hose there somewhere, right? So the
Right.
the water doesn't go into the hose, and you're like squirting air.
Yeah.
And then like the hole for the water is back here.
Hmm. Hmm.
If it's all filled up, the water's leaking, and so your arm's all wet.
Ah, there's actually a trick for that.
What's
There's a
that?
trick for that. You can actually take. I think if the gun that you're talking about has that plastic cap at the top where the water comes out,
Right.
you can actually pull that out, and then the little straw or tube comes out with it, right?
No, there's nothing like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's that one.
Wait,
Okay.
what were you
Because
saying? What
basically,
would
what
you
you
have
can get
done?
is like you can get one of those hard straws and just tape it or connect it to that little straws.
Okay.
It has more water, not air pocket. Basically, it creates a bigger air pocket inside that straw that
Uh-huh.
allows more water to be shot out, or at least more force for those little cheapo guns. You know what I mean?
So I was telling him it's not the kind of gun where you just shoot once and then like spray will come out already.
Mm.
This one you kind of got to keep pumping it like, continuously.
Right, right, right.
But he's all like, yeah, but my finger's tired already. Ah, be a man. Use
He's
two
used to
fingers.
the he's used to the
Yeah,
super soaker, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those are fun.
And the worst part about this whole playing water fight gun
Yeah.
battle was so we were things were kind of getting desperate, right? So I was at the garage. I was like soaked in sweat and water and everything because he threw like a glass at me. I mean, a plastic glass at me that had water in it because I threw one at him, and we're kind of like
Just
revenge
grabbing
at each
whatever.
other. Right. So he's like, anything with water, it's fair and square. You can throw anything with water in it. I was like, all right, I'll get you next time, kid. I'm gonna bring a water balloon or something. But for this particular case yesterday, he went up to the what's like a little loft or like a little balcony. So it's like it's where they hang clothes, right?
Yeah, yeah. Upstairs?
And yeah. So he's like, I'm up here. Come and get me, motherfucker. He's kind of like that, right? And his favorite line is like, say hello to my little friend. So he's up there and he's like, Dad, I surrender. I surrender. Come up here and get me. And he's holding like, look, I'm holding a flag
Oh my
to
god.
to show you that I'm surrendering. It's like surrendering already. A while ago you were just getting into it. I'm waving the flag. I'm like, are you seriously surrendering? Yeah, you come up here. I come up there. My
Ambush.
9 year bro, my 9-year-old boy is holding a piece of underwear.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, Kiev, have a little self-respect, man. If you're going to surrender, please don't hold up your underwear.
It looks like you took it off.
I exactly said that. Like, you look like you just took it off. Did you take off your underwear? And he's like, no, I have one with me. I have one on me. He took one of the underwear on the sampayan
Yeah.
just to fake surrender to me.
It's funny.
Have a little self-respect, man. I was like, don't, if you're going to wave something at me to pretend surrender,
Right, right,
pick anything but underwear, please.
right. But you know what though?
So that
It's
was
those
my
moments. It's that those little moments. It's what they remember the most. The kids.
which one? The
That's that
games?
moment. Yeah, little moments. It could be the games. It could be about like you mentioning him holding that underwear as a flag. He's gonna remember that.
I was like, can't wait to talk about this on the podcast.
I'm just glad he didn't take it off and like wave it out.
That's what I was worried about because that's he was holding exactly the same one that I was wearing.
Oh Jesus! Are you sure he didn't take it out?
He showed me. I was like, no, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing one here. See.
Right, 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 right.
But yeah, he took one out from those seep it things that.
Yeah, the clothesline.
Oh, which reminds me, you know those clotheslines with seep it. I just found out the other. Was I talking to you or some other? I was talking to Christine about meat that like in Thailand or Malaysia, but I think in Thailand somewhere they hang out meat to dry.
Yeah.
Was I talking to you the
Yeah, no,
other day
no, no,
about
no,
it? Or
no,
like
not me.
I was like, I gotta go
Drying
to
meat.
Thailand and have a look at that.
I think
Yeah.
that's how they do like jerky or something.
Right, right. But they were saying how this is like all over the place, where it's like a normal thing to be drying out your meat, like dirty, like drying out your laundry, kind of looks like clothes out on your
Yeah.
window, but
Yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else is it's like a normal thing, like
Yeah.
out to dry on the street.
Like in the wet market, that's what they do. Okay, that's what it seems like. They hang it
Mm,
there,
mm,
and
mm, mm, mm.
basically what it does as well is it preserve so it dries out the outside part of the meat from what I'm reading
Yeah,
here, and it
yeah, yeah,
preserves all the nutrients and the fat and all that
yeah.
stuff inside the meat.
Right.
Never thought of
No,
that. I
but
mean, it's gross looking.
exactly. In Hong Kong, it's normal to like hang your laundry out for everybody else to see, like in every apartment, right?
Right, right, right. Outside the
There's
window.
no here in the Philippines, there are like rules against that you're not supposed to hang your laundry out for like the you know sort of BGC high end kind
Oh,
of
oh, like an
apartments.
HOA type of thing.
But yeah, I heard it in Thailand or some other Asian country somewhere they do that. They hang their meat out like it's like a normal. I guess it's a normal thing. But yeah, you're like you said, out sort of out on the street, out on the open air.
Yeah, but in the Philippines, they do that in the market, right? I
Yeah,
know
in
in
the
the
market.
markets they do.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. But the one I was talking about, I think with Christine the other day, that that yeah, it's meat that they hang out for their for their soup or whatever, but it's out and they just get little bits and pieces, not the whole thing. If
Right,
they're going to
right.
add something to cook, yeah.
You know, another country that does that is actually Italy, but they don't do
Mm,
it just for regular meat. They do it for like prosciutto. Am I coming out too loud?
no,
Okay. It's like, prosciutto or salami. So they
right.
actually cure it and then they hang it and then they let it age there basically. But when they do that though, they don't hang it like outside. It's more like in like a shed or like a compressed air type of room.
Oh,
Not compressed air. I don't know. But yeah, but they hang it like especially with prosciutto and then they take it out and then they can just
oh.
shave that thing and then eat it.
Right. Right, right,
Yeah.
right. That's probably what I was describing. Does it make a difference what temperature it is or what climate it there is outside or
I
where it's
don't
at?
know. I know, like I said, like with Italy, they put it in like well, typically they have like a room where it's like bricks or it looks like
Mm,
a basement type of place.
mm.
Um or a
Oh,
farmhouse and it ferments everything basically, you know.
I think I remember. Yeah, like maybe there's like a little smokehouse somewhere. There's
There, yeah,
one
yeah.
that I remember. No, I was talking to the Carinderia lady yesterday.
Mm,
She used to live in not Dubai, but Iraq. Iraq. She used to live in Iraq,
right.
and she was telling me that shawarma. Are you familiar with? You're familiar with
Shawarma, yeah.
shawarma, right?
Yeah,
They
of course.
usually use camel meat for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or something. So anyway, some kind of experience like that that she was sharing, and then I think it
Oh.
sort of yeah, 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 yeah. She was telling me that beef tapa for them,
Mm.
they hang it outside, or they let it sit out to dry.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like jerky.
Right, right, but not like here. Like we just marinate it and it goes straight to the pan.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like jerky that they do. But
Have you ever
anyway,
had
that
prosciutto?
was it. I don't even know what that is. It's meat,
Meat,
obviously.
prosciutto is meat. Yeah, it's definitely meat. It's very, very, very good. I love it. I usually
Dried.
have it, huh?
You say it's dried?
It's dried, yeah. But I usually have it with
Oh,
cheese and either some kind of
oh,
alcoholic
it's
beverage.
like finger food,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like salami, you said.
Correct, correct.
How
It's
different is it from salami?
well, salami is compressed or pressed meat that's in. They put in a tube. You know what I mean? Like a
Okay.
sausage.
Okay.
Prosciutto is like a slab of meat, and they just
Oh, okay,
shave it
okay.
off. Literally
Oh,
shave
oh,
it
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. You mentioned it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it includes like the fat and all that stuff. Masarap siya talaga. I mean, it's good.
Okay,
Even
okay.
people even put it in sandwiches
Uh,
or
uh, uh, uh.
they um tawag dito.
Yeah, yeah, like shawarma.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are
But it's
are
really
they
good.
cooking it like on a stick that's like that, and it's like rotating?
No, that's shawarma.
Okay.
Prosciutto is
I mean,
just fresh. I mean, just right there, just hanging right
it,
there, and shave it off. That's it.
it's hanging like on a hook.
Correct.
Okay. No, because the
Yeah.
shawarma is like it's really on a stick that's on a
Spinning. Yeah, yeah. Usually
kebab,
pag
right?
shawarma, it's like used like ano siya, di ba? Parang different meats as well, like leftover meats that are put together,
Mm, mm,
and
mm,
then they
mm,
just shave
mm.
it off as well.
So same idea?
No, no, prosciutto is just one giant slab of meat,
Got it.
and
Got it.
it's actually it's salty as hell.
Oh, okay. Hey, one last thing I wanted to share over my weekend. So last night we got home like at 1 a.m. We were at the Carinderia.
Yeah.
I was paying, I was getting on the motorcycle, getting ready to go home, and I'm like, there's a tricycle that passes by, and I'm looking at the guy, and it's like, what's so weird about this? The tricycle guy is wearing a headset,
Huh?
like real, like huge headset, like Princess Leia, kind of like this headset, but even a little bigger.
Right.
Imagine tricycle guy
And
wearing a headset.
maybe it's a noise canceling headset. That could be it.
Maybe whatever it is, it's groovy. Like most of the time, like here, I think in the Philippines at least,
Oh,
unless you're doing homework in Starbucks or something, most of the average, pamasa Filipino people here usually are the smaller it is, the more discreet it is, the better.
right.
Like
So
fashion wise, we're not very like look at my headset, it's so big.
so baka ano siya, baka it's just for noise cancellation. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, whatever it might have been, the fact that it's huge was and usually it's small and discreet so that it's not hot. But last
Right.
night it was a little cool.
Right.
The temperature last night was a little cool, 1 a.m. So I don't know, maybe his ears were cold.
Yeah. Well, how I gotta ask about that. What time did you leave the house that you got home at 1 a.m.?
Uh oh
Obviously,
no.
including stops and whatnot.
Right. No, I forgot to mention. Maybe I was gonna let Tin mention it. So after I visited my son, like at 6, 7, 8,
Mm,
we I took Tin said like, hey, next time while you're visiting your son, I want to go take ballet classes. And I
mm-hmm.
go, okay, let's go like find out about it. And then let's go to you know, we go to the studio. Next thing you know, she's paying and asking me to get her leotards and the motorcycle. She already had her stuff with her.
So she already knew she was gonna do it.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, cool. I'll wait for you. And I didn't know that she was gonna do it. I didn't realize that she was up and ready to go.
So
Like, all right.
she's doing it while you're visiting KF, or did you drop her off after?
I dropped her off after
Ah,
because like adult classes are at night, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So she's there doing her thing, and then I'm at Starbucks transferring files or on my laptop, right?
right, right, right.
And so she's done at 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, almost 3 hours. Because like here's the thing, at 10 o'clock, when
Yeah.
you're on the road, it's free for all for everyone, including trucks. And usually there's like
Ah,
a wall of trucks that are on the freeway. And I kind of got around that. Yeah, I was just number one, driving slow. Number two, passing the scenic route because I didn't want to pass through the sort of the freeway. Kind of gets dangerous, I think. We're like a little cockroach on the road.
right,
That's what I
right,
feel
right.
like when I'm on the motorcycle. I'm like a little
It's
cockroach
scary.
on the road with
Especially
a
it's a small. How many cc's is your bike? 125.
yeah,
Yeah, so
it's more
it's
than
it's like
enough.
I know,
But
but it's a small scooter still. It's a scooter. You know what I mean?
I don't mind the power. I don't mind the speed. I'm not really up for what I don't like about small motorbikes.
Hmm.
It means that you have smaller suspension, which means you have smaller wheels, which means
Correct.
you feel every nook and cranny on the road.
That's got to be the hard part.
Yeah.
Have you
So
guys thought about maybe changing it up for like 125 cc trike? Do you know what I'm talking about?
tricycle,
Yeah,
gosh, you
not like a
remind me of
tricycle
those.
with a sidecar, but a tricycle like they have those where there's actually a full seat in the back. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen when you're gonna have to try to like send me a photo or something. But yeah, in the middle of me blabbing, you sent me a photo of prosciutto. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, that's prosciutto. So it's literally a giant arm or leg of meat that's cured, dried, and basically
Okay.
aged, and
So
then
I'm
you
looking at
shave that.
this, and at one of the supermarkets that we go to here in Alabang, they sell something like this, but it's just ham.
Right.
Looks exactly like this. Knife looks the same. The way they cut it looks the same, like really, really small,
Uh huh.
thin slices.
Uh huh.
And just a sandwich like this is like, I don't know if this is expensive to you, but it's like 250, 300 pesos already. That's like
What, six
two,
dollars?
four, six. Yeah, like $6 already for just like a few slices. And it's by gram that they're it's really expensive.
Yeah, prosciuttos are pretty expensive, but they're good.
Yeah, so the ham, which I guess is like prosciutto, the ham that they're selling this,
Ah,
top notch, really, really
nice and
good. Like
salty.
really expensive, really salty.
Right.
My dad's favorite. Yeah,
Oh, I
I
love
love
that
it.
thing.
I,
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
it
it.
too.
It's so good. It's ridiculous. I can't get enough of it. Although prosciuttos over here is really expensive. I mean, we're talking about for like a small pack, like a smidge like that, maybe it's like $10, $12 already.
Right,
Prosciutto.
right, exactly. I was thinking that's how much it's going to be for you. Because like usually on prices, when we talk about like cheap stuff for me, let's say
Yeah.
$3, $4, it's like
Yeah.
times three on your end. But
Pretty
I'm sure we're talking about the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But um going back to what I was trying to say with the trike, I'm actually
Oh,
taking a picture right now of like well, not
yeah,
a
right.
picture.
Listen, while you're doing that, I'm stuck on super soakers. How much are those usually? Like the big sort of fat ones that you're familiar with, sort of average. I know they're
Oh,
expensive, but how
they're
much are we looking at?
for a super soaker, you can get like between 20 and $40.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It gets pretty expensive, obviously.
yeah, yeah. I'm sort of doing the math. So if I got him one,
Mm.
it'd be like about the same price or twice the price almost. If I get him the super soaker, that's how much his cell phone is right now. Because
Oh
I
my
got
god.
I got him a really cheap cell phone, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it will be like your gun is going to be more expensive than your phone, which he doesn't pick up, by the way, because he's 9. So I'm calling him, and
So why doesn't he pick up the phone?
because he's not sort of addicted to it. There's nothing like there's no reason for him to keep it with him all the time. What he has with him all the time is is this iPad. Yeah, So I'm looking at this tricycle, this photo that you sent me.
Yeah.
We have a lot of these on the road here now, but they're
Right.
like
Like something like that is what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Which
e-bikes.
whatever. Yeah. E-bikes or whatnot.
Yeah.
You could
No,
trade your motorcycle in for something like that or your
yeah,
scooter.
but you know who has this? You sent me the second one. They have a lot of these in Thailand, I think,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're
Yeah. Yeah.
motorized.
Correct.
They have this here in Tagaytay. Actually, they started making, or they started using tricycles like this. They're regular public tricycle. This
Transportation.
is what they're using in Tagaytay. Yeah, and
Yeah.
these are fast.
Yeah. And then even like
And
the last one that I just sent you, another one right there. I mean, they're about 125. I mean, between 75 to 125, even 150 cc's.
mm,
They cost as much as a scooter in the Philippines, even,
mm.
and it's more comfortable. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man, but it's going to damage the ego. It's going to ruin my pride.
What?
Doesn't look manly enough.
Oh, come. I'm sure you can find one that looks more manly and whatnot. I mean, it looks like what? It looks like you're gonna sell some bibinka or something,
Yeah.
or take
But
passengers.
yeah, it's funny. The other day was there's like this puto guy. He wasn't riding something like this, but
Mm,
he had like literally like a glass casing behind him. You know how regularly we have delivery boxes behind him.
right.
Uh I mean, like the one that I have, there's a delivery box in the back. And then it was like we were not purposely. I don't think he was racing me, but it kind of seemed like we were kind of racing each other to the next stoplight. And what I was just thinking, it was funny because he's going
Fast
so
and
fast.
Furious.
There's like a yeah, Fast and Furious on the motorcycle, and then he's got this box in the back and it's carrying puto and ah puto and kunchinta, and the rice
Right.
rice
Right. Right.
Filipino rice cakes.
Yeah.
And I was just laughing at myself. It's like I'm racing a guy that's selling puto and he's wearing flip-flops
Minura mo
on
ba?
his
Sabi mo, hoy, puto.
no, we weren't. He wasn't like racing me, and I wasn't like racing. It just sort of just because of which lane he would choose and which lane I
Right.
would choose, we'd sort of meet each other back up at the stoplight or the next one and then the next one. Because usually like 99% of the time I just let everybody sort of pass.
Mm.
Right. But this one, there was no reason for me to let him pass because there was no traffic or there was no potholes. So I'd go reasonably fast and then he'd go reasonably fast and then I'd choose the wrong lane. So I'd have to slow down a little bit and he'd pass me. And then, on the next stoplight, he'd choose the wrong lane and I'd pass him. And then we'd do this about 5 times. And I'm like,
That could get pretty annoying though.
eh, it's kind of like, hey, nice to see you again. But the fact that, I'd see what he was selling in the back and that he would be wearing like slippers and I'm all geared up and everything.
Right.
And he's just wearing chinelas. So I kind of found it funny that we were practically going at the same speed, not really that fast, but
Right. Right.
and
Yeah,
then
but I
oh,
mean,
it's the puto guy again.
if you trade your truck, your scooter in, you can get something at similar cost or sell.
Dad,
The comfort there is what I'm talking about, though. You know what I mean?
my manhood, man, my manhood.
Your what's more important, your manhood or your balls getting crushed every day, which is
Yeah,
essentially your manhood. See what I'm saying?
yeah. This is this is a custom build, right? The one that you sent me, the
The
last
last
one.
one? No,
Yeah.
no,
That
that's
they
not a
really
custom
make
build.
that?
Yeah.
Honda really makes that? Yeah.
Yes.
I got it.
I'm telling
Anyway,
you.
okay, I'll think about it. Whatevs. I'll consider it. Sure.
All I'm saying is you're barely going to spend any money, if any, because the money that you can
Yeah.
make from selling your scooter, you can use to buy that one. And it costs
Yeah.
essentially the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, oh. Anywho,
but but yeah, it looks a little safer,
um, uh,
considering that you don't have to balance.
Exactly. Plus the speed, the comfort, the balance. You're not getting all the shock because like, I can imagine just by looking at your scooter that you feel everything in your arms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
and it sucks.
What about it? No, yeah, I don't understand how you won't feel the same thing on this tricycle. It's the same
Better,
thing. This
better
the wheels.
suspension. If your seat is basically, if your seat is situated comfortably, and you get better
Mm,
suspension,
mm.
it makes a huge difference. Obviously.
Well, I don't know. I won't argue with you about that. But again, it's the whole tricycle thing. Like, eh,
You know what?
eh,
It's not cool enough. It's not. You know
eh.
what? You can ride it around with your fly down. That makes you a little bit more
Yeah.
manly.
There's actually a couple of vlogs I think that I've seen on YouTube that they're doing like a vlog like this, like they're traveling around the Philippines, I think.
What's his face?
Yeah,
Boy, first
first
time.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's doing that now. But
Hmm.
uh what was I going to say?
I have no
I
idea.
forgot what I was going to say about that. But yeah, yeah, anyway, just
Whatever.
not for me.
It's just not. Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm already on the scooter, right? This is being on the scooter is already sort of like, well, it's average. Let's just put it as average. You know, it's not
no.
exactly like manly looking.
Okay.
Being on the
You're
scooter is
settling. You're settling is what it
this
is.
is a notch below for me. It's like a notch below the scooter.
Absolutely not.
So being on
It's like three notches above having a scooter. I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no.
You're dreaming.
Being on the scooter is sort of degrading enough. Look. Would you ride something like this? Because uh are you
Good
wearing
morning,
anything?
ballerina.
Hello, good morning, ballerina. I
Good
don't think she can hear you. She's not
morning.
wearing a headset. But he's suggesting that we get something like this. Trade in the two-wheeler for a three-wheeler like this.
Yeah, meron tayo niyan dito.
Yeah, meron tayo ng ganyan. Pero meron tayong ganyan dito sa Pilipinas.
Oh.
Hmm.
Pero gusto mo bang sumakay sa ganyan?
Ano mamamatayan ka ng makina.
Hindi na bali yung kung mamamatay ka ng makina o hindi. Pero
Hindi ka mamamatayan
hindi
ng
ba
makina.
nakakayang hindi ba nakakayang sumakay sa ganyan? Hold on, she can't hear you.
Yeah, nakakahiya
Na,
kasi hindi naman pang highway yan dito eh. Pang village lang siya eh.
pang village lang daw yan.
Ang mga ano yan eh. Pang
Baligtad pala.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a PG-13 podcast. Can you wear something like decent? I
She's
mean,
hindi naman. She's not even naked for crying out loud.
in my eyes, it's like
Buti naman sana kung see-through.
I'm just joking. No, I'm kidding. I actually asked her to turn on the air conditioner just to beside because my balls are already sweating.
Here it's backwards. Now that it's spring, I mean summertime, I'm seeing more and more of all these different types of tricycles on the highway and the freeway, everywhere. It's all over the place. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, it's annoying for
Yeah.
me because I drive a Jeep and my Jeep is like 10 times bigger than those little things. So,
Mm-mm.
but it's pissing me off because those damn little things is like zooming right past me like there's no tomorrow.
Here it's opposite. I mean, not this particular models that you're selling, huh? But the ones that are mostly like this, like tricycles, two wheels in the back, not beside you, but two wheels in the back. Because the one on the side they go by really fast.
Yeah.
But the one that you sent me, majority of the ones are e-bikes and they go so darn slow. Like yun yung pang village lang talaga. They shouldn't be like on
Yun
the regular
talaga, yeah.
streets.
Yeah.
And they're
That's
not
why you don't
annoying
want to get
because they're
that down.
slow. They're not annoying because they're slow. They're annoying because they're dangerously slow. I mean, to the to the effect for the fire. There's one family.
Hmm.
Did I tell you about the story? There was a family in Pampanga, ba?
No.
Basta they were Pangasinan. They were charging an e-bike just like this and the whole
Oh.
family burned down because the e-bike burnt in the garage.
Mhm.
The father was awake. The father was awake. The rest of the family was all asleep. So he ran upstairs to, to call his family to get up. Three kids because they were asleep, and then he saw the e-bike burning in the garage. He woke up the kids, the family, run downstairs, and they're trapped. They can't get out.
Mm.
On the second floor, like the windows are all like barred up,
Ugh.
so they couldn't get out. Such a sad story. It's about a month ago, no?
Jesus. Sanyan.
Pangasinan.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's just also somebody survived.
Yeah, yung
Mhm.
kapatid. Yung
That's really
Such
sad.
a
That's really sad.
tapos wala ng bahay yung guy. Wala siyang mauwi ang
so upsetting to just an innocent. Anyway,
It's
like
it's really sad to hear that kind of news. I hate it, to be honest with you, because I hear it all the time here. There's so many right now, left and right in the news and whatnot, where a parent is killing their kids.
Well-
It's crazy. Just like 2 weeks ago, there's a dad who literally they have three kids between 3 to 7, 3, 4, and 7, right?
oh,
He lined up his kids on the wall and just
Oh,
killed
no.
them execution style, shot them
shit. Where was this?
or outside. It's somewhere in, where was it, in Texas, Ohio?
So-
It drives me crazy, and it's so.
People are getting crazy. But my story, he didn't kill his kids, huh?
I know,
He
it's accidental.
it was an
But-
accident, yeah. But it was stupid because like because people because there's no escape. I mean, because you're on the second floor and you're
Yeah.
afraid of akyat bahay, um um uh thieves going inside your house.
Right. You got to
And
turn on the
now-
light behind you. It's wait. It looked like you're in a funeral parlor.
because they couldn't because they wanted to keep the thieves out. Now you can't get yourself out in a fire. I
Right,
mean,
but
what
I
a
don't. I can understand the reason why they bar up the window door, right? Pero
yeah.
wouldn't you think you would put like an emergency um
exit.
exit
Yeah.
or easy access or easy way to open it ba?
Yeah,
So that
hard
you can just
to
get out easily.
Yeah.
hard to
Only-
comment.
Yeah, you can there's different ways where you can easy access or easy open from the inside,
Mm-mm-mm.
but not easy access from the outside. Nakakaano, I can't. That's
This-
one thing that I hear about the Philippines a lot. Like the fire where the family passes away because they
Yeah.
can't get out.
Yeah.
Lalo na sa
Yeah.
probinsya din or sa probinsya sa Manila,
Mm.
because like you said, they're either in the second floor, even the windows for some reason, those glass windows that goes up like that. You have a window and there's like a
Jealousy.
bunch of glasses,
Jealousy. Yeah.
something like that. But
Uh-uh.
they lock the windows from the other side.
Right.
And
Oh,
what I
from the
don't understand
outside. Yeah, so
from
you
the
can't
outside.
open it from the inside. Yeah.
But the stupidity here is, I know this sounds really stupid and mean, pero bakit hindi mo sipain yung bintanang bukas? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't understand that. Tapos, meron din isang situation na ganun din. Same situation na yung glass ganun din, di ba?
Mm.
Pero each glass is lined with an actual parang screen.
Mm.
So even if you kick it, yes, the glass
Mm-mm.
will shatter, but there's still like a
Mm-mm.
screen there that it's hard to get out.
Yeah. It's funny.
Nakaka-
There's a house here. I'll take a picture one of these times that we pass it again. Naalala mo yung bahay na mukhang bird cage. There's a house here that kind of looks like a bird cage because the house, right? And usually the bars are stuck to the wall of the house.
Right.
This particular guy, for some reason, it's a two-story house, and the whole house, I don't know about the roof for sure, but the rest of the cage is wrapped around the whole house. It's not even
What?
touching it's not even touching the cement. Yeah. So it looks like a really big bird cage and there's a house
Ah.
inside. Eh, I
Well,
don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
he's
understand what was the purpose of that. You know?
maybe you can maybe for him to be able to escape the window and then it's to keep the probably to keep the like the distance of those bars are further away from the house.
Mm,
So
mm.
there's the bar and then the house. Because usually what we're talking about that kills people is like
Yeah.
the it's stuck to the wall
Yeah, but if
and
he
then
gets
you
out of
can't
that,
open the
he's still
window.
stuck between the house and the cage. So he's still screwed.
Maybe something like that. Maybe he feels less trapped inside because
Yeah.
the
It's
cage is
separate. Yeah.
separate in a distance and he wants to keep people away.
It could be like a
Um
psychological way, though. I mean, psychological thinking. That's
yeah, but
why he did it that way.
now I'm distracted with your story about, family was it a dad killing the family?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
told you
I'm
I'll look
sorry to
into that
down it
later.
down. Huh?
No, it's okay. But like a couple of months ago, remember I told you a story, something similar, sort of. But this guy, he was on the phone with his OFW, overseas
Yeah.
Filipino worker,
Yeah. And
on the
heard
phone. And
everything.
it's like, oh, so you're cheating on me, right? And then he kills not even his biological kids. He kills the biological kids of his girlfriend
Jesus.
on the phone. Uh,
It's like payback type of thing. Dapat pasimple ka pa, boys.
at least it's not KF's underwear in my face. Told him about the story about KF waving his underwear like that. Like, oh, I give up. Suko na ako.
Yeah.
Waving his underwear like that. It's like,
Yeah, but yeah, it's just too many of those news lately here where the kids are. And to be honest with you, ever since I had my own biological child, sadly, because of that, I I kind of avoid reading news like that, kasi parang I can't help my brain automatically thinks like, holy fuck, paano ko nangyari sa akin yan? Anong gagawin ko,
last thing. Let's skip over this and
Yeah.
get out of here. More damaging though. I was just thinking, sometimes when I get upset at my kid, kind
Yeah.
of thing, it reminds me of other parents like saying shit like, I don't know, what's like the worst, most damaging thing that you could say over and over to your kid? Like, you're stupid. Tanga-tanga mo, you're so stupid like that. How do
Mm.
you even think of saying something like that? Maybe he hasn't pissed me off enough for me to get to that point.
Mhm.
But like any parent, yeah, you're not physically hurting him. But if you can keep saying over and over every time you're upset, like tanga mo, or you're so stupid, or you're like,
Oo.
you're not killing the kid, but you're psychologically like poisoning. I mean, like, when you're that's where you get self-talk,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the way that your parent talks to you when you were a kid. Like, how do you? I mean,
I'm actually a what's a good word to put it? Unfortunately, I'm exactly the same way when in regards to that with my dad. It's the way my dad communicated with his kids.
mm,
It's one of the things that I'm changing right now within myself. Pag
wait,
kausapin ko yung mga anak ko, pareho. It's like parang,
you hear your dad talking,
oh, big time, man. It's
saying
like
it.
in a way I know he's not belittling me. Okay,
How
when
do
he
you say
talks to
it?
me, or I'm
What
not
do you say?
belittling my kid, pero parang I'm like, in a way,
What
I'm
do you
talking
say?
to them to like use your brain. It's common sense, This is common sense type of thing. The way I talk to my
Right,
kids like that, and I hate
right,
it. I
right.
constantly try to catch myself. Hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin ang pinaka, I mean, isa sa malaking problema ko besides my temper that I'm trying to control ba. You know what I mean? Parang ayokong it's like I'm belittling my kids when I'm not obviously doing it in purpose, but the
Yeah,
way I talk to them, it kind of I'm sure it probably makes them feel like they're stupid. You know what I mean?
it does.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's how my dad talked to
No,
me, or
eh,
all of his kids. So in a way, like you said,
eh,
katulad nung sinabi mo, nakikita ko yung dad ko. I picture my dad when I talk that way, and it's scary. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks for sharing that. I didn't realize that I was talking about you when I was, no,
No.
but because sometimes when I scold, I don't remember what I say, but sometimes like, did I say it good enough? Like, was it? And then I remember like, I remember hearing now, and I was just hearing, and I was just talking about like, let's say you're passing like a, sort of an impoverished area, and then you hear a parent, scolding, oh no, our neighborhood here, like, we got like street kids running around all the time, and then their parents are like, hey, umuwi ka na, and,
Yeah. Yeah.
babatukan kita pagdating mo sa bahay. Like, I'm gonna hurt you. Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad, kind of thing. And it's like, it's kind of funny talking about it on a podcast, but like in real life on the streets, it's like a little. I'm
Man, the
terrified
thing
as a
is,
motorist. I can hear them
the thing
yelling
is
at their kid
rough.
like that.
Yeah.
It's rough, but what I'm just sort of exaggerating the whole thing, but just to cap off that weekend sharing was that I can't imagine, and hindi naman sa magmamalinis ako or what. I can't say that I'm like an angel all the time. I do lose my top off sometimes, but I can't imagine consistently, constantly, always talking like that. Or I hope I don't. I'm like, I try to be conscious about it
Yeah. Yeah. But
to at
sometimes it's
least,
hard there. Don't you feel like sometimes when you catch yourself, it's like you automatically think,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, yeah. But yun nga, I'm just sort of segueing from the physical harm, physical hurt that we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
If you're aware of it, if you're aware of it, I think you could at least still fix it and say like, hey, you know what I said a while ago? I don't take it back in terms of like you could have done something better, but if I
It's the way
said something
it's the way it was said.
harmful in the way that I said it,
Yeah.
you could apologize for the words that you use, but for the point that you're still trying to get across, you know, as a parent, you're probably not wrong about that, but the
Right.
words that you use, you could still apologize for it, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I tell my kids all the time, the way
I
you
think that,
speak, your
sorry,
tone. Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's just what I wanted to say. Like that, you could at least still sort of apologize about the tone, or at least
Correct. Yeah.
be sort of specific about it. I think that would last longer
Mhm.
than the last one that you said, which is, use your brain, ding dong.
it's it's the I know I always tell my kids, yes, tone, the way your tone matters, right?
Yeah,
When we talk and whatnot. I always tell my kids that. But to be honest with you, and I'm sure they recognize this, it's one of, like I said, one of the other issues that I have as well, because the way I communicate,
mm,
I'm so conditioned with the whole no sugar coating thing, no bullshitting. If I see something and I'll call you out on your bullshit type of thing.
yeah,
And I'm trying to learn to tone that down. Kasi mahirap din eh. Kasi what happens if I end up living the rest of my life like that? I feel like I'm
yeah,
communicating like I'm treating people like they're idiots.
yeah. Well, hard to
Hold
comment, but
on.
what?
After saying that, so my wife just literally handed me a cup of coffee, right? Because I texted her, "Hey, can I have coffee?" I literally said what I just said when she handed me the coffee, and then as soon
Mm,
as I finished saying what I said, she just
mm,
goes, "Exactly."
mm,
So yeah,
mm,
thanks, baby.
mm.
Anywho,
But yeah, anyway, just cap that off. It's I, I
can
was
I add one more thing real quick?
thinking of something, but it just sounds so complicated for the morning to say. Go ahead. I don't even know how to express myself
I
about that.
wanted to add one last thing if I could, or if I may. The one thing that I hate the most, especially with toddlers or and younger, is when their
Mm,
parents are walking around and they have like a leash connected from their wrist or their pocket to their kids,
mm, mm,
like
mm,
like with the backpack, those backpacks that has like that leash holder or whatever.
mm,
I hate that.
mm, mm.
It's like it looks like you're walking a dog. I can't
Mm.
stand it, you know.
Mm, 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 mm,
So
mm,
what is
mm.
she showing you that you're laughing?
Yeah, what were you showing me?
Remember, remember the girl
Oh, right.
eating
Yeah, yeah.
ramen.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we were sitting on the ramen house the other day. She was just relating that there was a customer yelling at her kid the other day like that.
Yeah.
Like, ano ba?
Mm.
Ay, sinabing,
Ah,
like,
nakakasar.
I wanted to, like, we were sitting on the bar, like the sort of the ramen bar.
Mm.
So like hole in the wall ramen place that I said that tasted kind of, it was really expensive. It was good, but after a while I had to rush to the toilet, which was right
Yeah, that's
beside
the
us
one.
also.
Yeah.
So we were sitting on the bar, and right beside me was this lady, in between, and her husband on the other side, and then right beside me was the lady, and the lady or the mom was yelling at her toddler. It's like two, maybe
What?
2.5 the most.
Yeah.
Like sinabi ng ano eh, hawakan mo na, you know, because she's creating a mess because she's 2 years old and she's sitting in a restaurant. What do you
I mean,
expect?
she's too. See, there's these things that I'm one of those parents, especially with my daughter.
Take him to Pancake House or IHOP, International House of Pancakes. It's a family
Yeah.
restaurant. Don't take him to a ramen house and start yelling at your kid for dropping noodles on the floor.
Mm.
Huh? What about you and your kids? Is that what you
Yeah,
do?
I've done that like a couple times already.
You
Like
mean you scold them
no, my
for
little daughter
eating
right now. Like she's
really
like when
messy?
yeah, when we're at before we're at the restaurant, I like to stop it, stop it, stop it. You know, I get really irritated and whatnot because
Uh,
she'll just throw it
uh,
everywhere, and I'm
uh.
like stopping myself from doing that.
And here's the scene also. So I'm sitting beside her. Tin and I are having our little sort of quiet complaining at the back of my throat about how like it tastes like milk and I'm gonna throw up and go to the toilet. It was good, like in your mouth it's good, but when
Yeah,
it gets to your stomach, it wants to get out.
yeah,
And
right, right.
anyway, beside me, so the mother, the 2-year-old toddler, and then the husband, which is equally verbally aggressive as the
Ugh,
mom to the
yeah.
2.5-year-old in front of her watching the iPad.
Yeah.
So she's actually yelling at the kid, or it's like, it's not being deal. They're trying to eat in chopsticks. And
Yeah.
the kid is just paying attention to the iPad.
Not
That sucks. That's rough.
I mean, you could give her enough credit for at least not crying or running around and disturbing other customers, right?
Right,
The
right.
fact that she's looking at the iPad, which is the reason why she couldn't pay attention to her food dropping on her table or on her lap,
Mm, mm.
was number one, because she's eating noodles, and number two, with chopsticks, number three, in front of an iPad video that she's trying to pay attention to.
The kid
And
was
here,
using chopsticks.
yeah, yung may ganun.
yeah, like sort of chopstick training, but they're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
Chinese or Japanese. We're just like in a ramen
The
place.
guy is ano? Korean.
Maybe that guy is Korean, but he's
Korean.
also, listen, makinig ka kasi sa nanay mo. Listen to your mom. Like, and then the
Kid's so
mom's like,
young.
and
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
dad's like,
Hindi na nga nagsasalita yung guy eh.
yeah.
guy,
Yung tatay.
bata.
yung tatay.
And through the whole time, so if there were 10 lines exchanged, 9 of those lines were exchanged, but were said by the mom.
Oh my
And the
god.
dad was like, yeah, makinig ka sa nanay mo. Listen to your mom.
One of those
No,
dads that just
no
don't do
word,
anything. Yeah.
no word from the toddler. The toddler's just
Yeah. Just, ano,
Oh my
think
god.
looking up at her
2
food,
years
looking
old.
down
Oh,
at her food, looking up
oh.
at the iPad, distracted by the video, making sure. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting her at that moment,
Yeah. But that's probably gonna stick.
but that's just one moment in the ramen house. Can you imagine what the rest of their family life at home is probably
What? Yeah,
like?
exactly. I was about to say that. What about at home? Yeah.
So, but we're like, but
On
don't
a,
you ever feel like who are we to comment on the way other people parent their kids? We're
well,
like,
I can relate to it big time because in a way I was like that before, like I said. Pero you know, obviously it changed ko na.
whew.
But on a lighter side though, here's a lighter note on that. So like last week, my wife and I went to the new Asian grocery store that has like an eatery on the side, right?
Mm.
So it was me, her, and Arya. Okay. We decided to eat there. I was flabbergasted. I was stunned. My daughter, who's 3, just starts using chopsticks.
Oh, right. You mentioned this.
Yeah, she held it right. She held it properly, and she's eating rice, huh? She's
Yeah.
like doing it right. And I'm like, who taught you how to do that? I was
It's like
just so shocked.
she starts speaking Portuguese all of a sudden. Like
Right. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she starts speaking Spanish because she's like watching all these Spanish cartoons. you know.
Hey, we've been sort of riffing and ranting for almost an hour now. You want to go to the bullet round, the fast round, and just go through some of the bullets
You wanna
that you
say hi?
mentioned a while ago? Oh, speaking of the chopstick genius,
Okay, tell him that you were watching Mira.
I was watching that.
And were you using your chopsticks? Yeah. Say hi guys. No, on the
hi
mic. You have to
guys.
say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Say how are you?
How are you?
You don't have
How
to
are you?
put your mouth on the mic.
Tell her to
How are you?
say,
Oh, don't
tell her to
don't
say like and subscribe and comment
like and
on down below.
Yeah.
Say don't yell. Say like and subscribe. Go in. Go in.
That's our little mascot for the. That's our little mascot for the podcast.
change
You know
the
that little
sound effect.
logo that you sent me? You should ask her to hold your microphone and
It's
put
too
like
late.
graphics on her
Graphics around
hand
it.
and yeah, and her mouth, yeah, and her mouth like that. You put that as a logo
Can I
instead of
just say
the
one thing? I said all this thing before while my wife was pregnant. Like, I'm never gonna spoil a kid. I'm not gonna like do this, do that. I'm gonna teach her proper discipline.
yeah.
Everything I said out the window. I mean, this girl. Well, I
Do
think
you
it's
ever
both my girls.
adjust your parenting style based on your partner? Like you said, you do it this way, but since your partner is doing it this way, do you sort of play
It-
chess with each other and how?
Yeah,
Okay, you take
I
that
tr-
side. I'm gonna take this side.
I mean, it'd
You
be
you be the
nice.
bad cop. I'm gonna
but-
be the good cop here.
To be honest with you, these girls know how to manipulate me. They know how to like,
Right.
Dad.
Right, that's you.
oh,
But like
Dad."
tag team with your wife, do you sort of play against each other?
Like bad cop, good cop.
Eh,
No, you know what my wife does? Go ask your dad.
mm.
Ask your dad. Ask your dad. It doesn't matter who she's talking to. It could be
Yeah.
Malaya or Arya.
Like pass the baton, hot
Yeah.
potato. Ask your dad.
Like, oh mom, well, I want to go buy eye curling thing.
Hey, ask
I
your
need
dad.
new eye. Ask your dad.
No.
Man, every single time. And then I don't I don't know what it is. Why? Hold on, Ma. She wants to defend herself.
Uh-oh.
I want to defend myself
Okay.
because if I decide and then I get reprimanded for it, and he will tell me, "Why did you say yes?"
Oh.
It's not that. It's even for hold on. What do you want to say?
I say yes.
Okay, okay, go away. Go away. Okay. Let me give you a more background story on that.
I get it now. No. Don't even bother
Now,
explaining yourself. I get
First
it
of
now.
all,
I
now,
get it.
there's a difference. Okay, here's the difference. My wife does not know how to look at price tags. Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
this is called blame shifting, folks.
No,
Listen
it's
how
not
he
blame shifting. I'm trying to stretch the dollar. We don't have a lot of money. We get by with what we have. But if I can buy something for with similar quality for a cheaper price, why not?
right.
Oh, stop it. That
Right.
she's
So you'll-
sitting there like excuse me. Okay, then
You're
it's right. She's true. It's right. I mean, she's right. Yes.
I-
Because
I
I do
understand.
reprimand her for it.
AC, I understand there's sort of like a little bit of a delay in the broadcast here, but this will just take a second. you will sacrifice price and commodity and couple of dollars that you saved based on like the mood, the environment, the situation, the smile on your wife's face, on your daughter's face, because you're trying to save a couple of dollars.
Well, yes, because that couple of dollars is something that I can use to pay the electricity, pay the gas, groceries.
Then just
Here's my only defense. To me, which kind of sucks, okay? It's literally a defense. It's a defense from my perspective only and for selfish train of thought and reasons only. I'm admitting
what?
that, okay?
you remember what Maya Angelou says, right?
What?
People don't remember about like what you said and like the details, whether you saved a couple of pennies, a couple of dollars. I'm just adding that part. She didn't say this, she didn't say that part. But what she does say is, people will forget about the dollars, the nickels and dimes that you saved for, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
I understand that. You gotta let me finish here. Okay, so
I'm trying to drop
it's
the mic, but it's not sticking.
it's what the in some cases, not all of it, it has to be something that is kind of worth it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Keep talking. Keep talking.
like for example, well, no, here's the thing. If we do have extra, like to spare, 99% of the time it's spent on them anyway, on what they need and what they want and all that stuff. You know what I
You know
mean?
what you can do next time? Let's say they want a new water gun, right?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, you know what? You're not. No, we're not. We're going to save this because we're going to pay for the electricity. You know what you do?
You're not understanding. Let me defend myself.
No, listen. I'm with you on this one. When they say, "Oh, well, Dad, I want a new Super Soaker," blah blah blah. You know what you can do?
Hmm.
No, with a smile, with a big ass smile on your face. Nope, not today.
I don't say no a lot of times. Okay. I don't.
It's not the
My-
no that
my-
they're going to remember. It's how you make them feel. So you just say no.
No, I don't want to say no. That's the problem. Every time I do say no, it does bother me because it makes me feel like I can't provide for my family. Okay. That's what
I'm
it
not
makes me
providing
feel
for
like.
you today.
My only thing is maybe find an alternative one that's a little bit more cost efficient or cost friendly.
No,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. Don't even explain about cost efficient. Find something more interesting. Find
Just say
something.
no.
No,
Can't do it. It's hard. It's hard.
can't do it. It's hard.
It's hard.
But I'm saying no today.
I can't. It's something. I'll be honest with you. I say yes more than I say no. As much as they probably think I say no all the time, I say yes more than I say no. And
You say
it's
no.
because I want to provide for them. I want to try to give them what I never really had.
And then you have a T-shirt and you turn around. It says, "Ask your mom."
I'm gonna have a shirt made like that. Thank God she didn't hear that. Oh, she's gonna hear it.
No, not today. Yeah, she'll hear it in about 10 seconds when she
Yeah,
gets
probably.
the delayed stream.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, ask your
dude.
dad.
I let's do like sort of the bullet round. The stuff that you mentioned a while ago that I woke up to and fell back asleep on.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's start real quick. So this one, I just sent you a picture right now. It's the what do you got? What do you call it? The in the
Eiffel
Dubai,
Tower.
the Burj Khalifa.
Hey, there's a Philippine flag on it. Why?
That's what I'm saying. Read it. It says here Burj Khalifa basically pays tribute and whatnot to commemorate the Philippine Independence Day. A couple of days ago. It's kind of
Wow.
cool, right?
Burj Khalifa, tallest building in the world, lit up as Philippine flag to
Right.
commemorate the Philippines' 125th Independence Day.
Correct.
Filipinos have signified presence in the UAE, United
Right.
Arab Emirates. They continue 6.1% of the UAE's total population.
right?
which means approximately 700,000 individuals, Filipinos in the UAE.
Yep. The following statement is what boggles me the most. Among
What's that?
them, 450,000 Filipinos reside in Dubai alone, which is
Oh,
over 20% of their population in Dubai. Can you believe that? That is crazy. That's like more Filipinos in that area than probably the entire US.
or you mean half of the population? No, wait.
No,
How do we do the math?
it's 23 per
No.
21 per 21.3%. That's like what? Again, over 20% of the entire population
Right.
of Dubai is
So if there's
Filipinos.
10 people, 8 are
No, 2 are Filipino.
yeah, but 8 would be Arabs,
Yeah, Arabs, and then
right?
2 Filipinos.
Yeah.
In every 10 household, there's 2 Filipinos. That's crazy. That's crazy.
If you guys have no idea what the Burj Khalifa is, I'm thinking of Tom Cruise. He was on Mission Impossible, right?
5.
This
Yeah,
building.
where he climbed on the outside.
And then so imagine the whole building is lit, and then at the bottom of it there's a Philippine flag
Right.
in neon lights.
Right.
Awesome.
That's kind of
Nice.
crazy. But I never realized there's that many Filipinos in Dubai. Here's so that boggled me, right? And that was a big shocker for me. For the main reason is because I'm hearing and I've heard a lot, especially in the news as well, and from people who are Filipinos, OFWs in Dubai, that they're
Yeah.
treated bad over there.
Yeah.
If they're treated that bad, why are they all there so much? Is it worth it?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't have any experience about that, right? But for the limited number of people that I did get the chance to speak with, a lot of them are happy. It's just that when your amo, when your master
Right.
is bad, it's bad.
Right. Well, yeah,
Like
but that's everywhere else though.
right, but that's the kind of news or that's the kind of story that gets released.
Well,
When it's bad, it's really
well,
bad.
that's true. That's
But
true.
when it's
And
good, it's good.
what they make it sound like though is they're making it sound like, from at least a lot of the ones that I hear,
Right.
that Filipinos in general are treated bad over there. Like the over OFW workers are
Right.
abused and taken advantage of. But like you said, I don't think it's all of them. I
Right.
don't even think it's most of them. But like you said, it's the kind of news that gets out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, and if it's bad, people still go. So
Is it worth it? Really? If it's really that bad, though, I mean,
I
I don't think it'd be,
right.
to me, it's not worth it.
Yeah. But a lot of it, listen, a lot of it also is from stories of, kasambahay maids, people that work for for somebody's like mansion or house, right? But a lot of the people that work there are doing other things.
Right.
You're talking about like abuse because they live in a house, but a lot of it is maybe construction workers or oil rig personnel. It's not all that kind of I mean, a lot of it is corporate, or a lot of it is like in an office setting where it's professional and there's like an agency that's sort of taking care of you. What I'm trying to get at is maybe the ones that also have that kind of abuse is, if you got like a shady sort of agency that you hooked up with, maybe I'm guessing that it's not as, that same corporate standard that an office might try to uphold, I'm guessing. But again,
Probably.
it's the household no low or no standards that gets in the news because the abuse is, let's say, really bad. I'm guessing I could be wrong. So
Right.
I'm just saying to sort of I don't think they're I mean, yes, they are abusive, they could be abusive, but I'm willing to bet not all.
Correct.
I mean, if
I
there were
think so too.
out of 10 people, 8 of them would be 2 of them would be Filipino, the rest would be Arab nationals. Maybe 1 or 2 might be abusive out of those 8. I'm guessing, but
Mhm.
not probably not half or not all 8 of them would be abusive. I doubt it. I think a lot of them are really good people too. And like
Right,
you
I'm
said,
sure.
here they are honoring the Philippine Independence Day.
Exactly. Exactly. And
I mean, if
you
they
know
were
what?
abusive, they wouldn't even recognize the Filipinos, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But to those more power to those Filipinos who are actually doing what they need to do over there and striving to be part of
Mm.
that community. So it's cool, you know.
Bro, so some of the bullets here before we get into the rest of it, Filipinos in the US, UAE, Boracay,
Mm,
Mayon Volcano, and expensive products in the East Coast. Before we get to that, I remember asking Anthony to join us.
right.
I'll forward him the link real quick while you segue into the next
Yeah.
topic,
Well,
maybe.
yeah. Well, what I wanted to,
Forgot to.
yeah, add the real quick. For this particular one, let's just jump into it real quick. I don't want to stay long on it. Basically, I read an article on the cost of the Boracay tourism actually for the past 5 years. I mean, it
Oh,
hasn't gone down significantly, but it's actually gone down a lot
okay.
because apparently people are just exploiting the cost of things too much in Boracay now. You know, it's like supposedly you're paying this much, like you're paying 600 pesos per hour for renting a kayak or something, right?
Mm, mm,
And then
mm.
the next person you're gonna charge $800. You know what I mean? The inconsistently levels or 800
Right.
pesos pa. You know,
Depending on which country you're from, actually.
right? And it apparently it's causing a big stir that
Mm,
a pretty good chunk. They weren't specify on what I saw, by the way, on the
mm.
percentage why. A pretty good chunk or percentage has dropped in tourism in Boracay because people are just taking advantage of the price gouging.
Ah,
You know,
like it's gotten to the point where people don't even want to bother and go there. Yeah.
correct. And it's the one of the biggest business that thrives in Boracay apparently are the bars. You know, those bars and whatnot.
Right. Ah, man, I want to have a podcast like in a Boracay bar, something like
that'd
that.
be
And
nice.
imagine the two of us just sitting here and then waves in the background,
I know, right?
having a couple of beers, margaritas,
That'd be
mojitos.
really, really
Ah.
nice. But they're like saying that like the sports, the beach activities and whatnot, the rentals, they're just gouging the prices so much, apparently. You know?
Mm,
And it's
mm,
turning
mm.
people off. Like, for example, there's this one couple that I watch on
Right.
YouTube. They went
Let
to
me interrupt.
Boracay.
Let
Yeah,
me interrupt.
yeah, yeah.
You know why people from Manila don't want to go to Boracay?
Why?
Because the 90% of the Filipinos that I see in Greenbelt, which is at the mall over here, when
Mm.
it's summer, I see them in Boracay also. So it's like, why go there? I'm gonna see you guys at the mall.
Right.
And then there's like a little strip, not a strip joint, but a place there, like a little food court area there in Boracay, and they actually call it the mall, like
Oh,
with a letter D
yeah, yeah,
apostrophe and then
yeah.
MAL.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So when I was in Cebu, it's like, why are we gonna go to Boracay? There's so many other islands closer. So why are we gonna waste our time going to Boracay? Everybody from Manila is in Boracay. We'll go somewhere else where we actually meet,
Different people.
strangers and
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
people that we're actually trying to get away from, not see again. And it's like, oh hey, you're here too. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in the summer, no? Oh,
Bagay sa'yo.
it's so
Bagay
hot,
sa'yo.
diba? It's like, aren't you glad we're here in Baraka, in Bora?
In Bora? Really? That's what they call it? Bora?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to Bora in the summer and then you go to Tag on the weekends.
Oh, shut the front door. Tagaytay, really?
Yeah.
They're gonna call it
Yeah.
tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Quiapo. Doon na lang tayo.
Aren't you
Yeah.
gonna go to Caps tomorrow?
Yeah. Ang arte.
Let's
oh
go
my
to
God.
Caps.
Especially Lasal, Ateneo.
Don't
ND.
mention those. Don't say where. You just keep it general,
Just keep it PG.
And then later, let's eat at Starbs, okay? Okay.
Oh, shut
Sige.
up. Nobody calls
Okay.
it Starbs, really?
Sorry.
Starbucks? They call it Starbs.
I saw the
Starby?
gay guys here in the third sex here in the Philippines in the Carinderia the other day. I was like, is it insulting? And I was really asking in genuine, like, is it insulting? Mas ano kasi pag Tagalog, mas maganda. I asked him in Tagalog, but I'll
Yeah.
translate it in English first. Is it insulting if I call you gay? It's not
Oh.
as funny if I say it in Tagalog. Nakaka-insulto ba kung tawagin kitang bakla?
Ano sabi?
It's no,
Sinampal
it's
ka?
just like no. It's actually it's endearing for them. It's endearing.
What?
Yeah, exactly. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. Because sometimes when I hear them talking to each other, they call each other bakla. And sometimes I want to do that too. And when I see him, it's like, "Uy, bakla! Kamusta ka na?" So that's what I want. So now
Die, sandali lang ha.
I have his blessing to call her bakla. So next time I go to the karinderya, uy, bakla, see you next week.
Bakit ganon? Bakit sabi niya sa akin, stop calling me bakla. Call me ate.
Oh, di ba?
Like that.
So at least we have the blessing from that one particular guy.
I think it's because parang it's like when black people use the N-word with each other.
You
You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, but if like a white
And-
guy is like, "Yo, what's up, man?" You know,
he
can't do that.
he brought up a particular point. Na it goes back to the tone. Uy,
Yes.
bakla.
Yeah.
Abot ang mga ka ng ketchup. If you call him bakla in a sort of a degrading,
Hey,
it's
bakla.
not the word, it's the tone, Jason.
Hey, bakla. Pwede paabot ng ketchup.
So when you talk to your kids and you're upset, next time you do that again, I'm gonna ground you, okay?
I mean, see, when you do it like that, it sounds insulting.
That's what I'm saying. You say it nicely to your kids so they don't feel insulted. But if you do that again, I'm gonna ground you for another month. All right. I'll see you next week, bakla.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Hey, fucker. Listen, okay? It's
Yeah, so
okay. Don't do it again.
It's all about the tone.
It's
You know what I mean, right?
pero
Somebody's
Oy.
gonna get hurt real bad.
putang ina sinong bakla.
Hey, go ask your mom. Okay? Don't ask me that because I'm gonna say no. Ask your mom.
I'm gonna do
And
that.
then-
Let's see.
And then when she says, "Go ask your dad," ask your mom.
Ask your mom. It's okay.
Uy, nagda-drugs ka ba?
It's okay.
Natatawa ako sa'yo kasi kuha-kuha ako.
Kalma ka lang dyan.
Just ask mama, okay? That's okay.
Ask mom,
Yeah, ask
okay?
mom.
We don't
ask
have the
dad.
budget for it this month. You know how it is. Because your mom spent it all on Starbs.
Do you know what's gonna happen to me if I say that? I'm gonna
You
get
blame-
castrated, man.
And then you tell Harry, ask your mom. Okay, coffee's here.
Oh, nice. Harry's like,
Happy Father's Day, Jay. Before we forget, I wanted to wish
to all the dads out there, happy Father's Day.
I wanted to wish Anthony happy Father's Day too, but he hasn't even seen the message
Yeah.
yet, so he's probably busy
may
doing
you
his
all have a great day. Enjoy your beer, your barbecue, and learn to say no and
Oh,
say
no.
ask your mom.
fatherly duties. Probably
Yes.
busy right now.
But happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to everybody. Happy Tatay Day. Just like that sign says right there. Happy Tatay Day.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Tatay Day.
And I was looking at the other sign. You got like 3 signs going on behind you, man.
Oh no, that always says the same thing. It says the flip side with Jay and Noel, episode 52. That's the number 8, by the way, because I ran out of the letter E.
You need to get like a lamp and then put but that's cool though. You need to get a lamp and put a light on the other one.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm
you
actually
were-
gonna go to the dollar store and buy one of those lamps that you have, the small one. And then put
Right,
it-
just for that particular one.
Yeah.
So I interrupted you for like the 100th time. You want to pick any one of those other ones that you want to go back to?
I don't want to talk about Baraka anymore because, like you said, I do want. It'd be nice, if we could actually like broadcast at a beach. You know, it'd be
Right?
nice. I think that'd be cool. Um, no, let me go down the list as is. Mayon volcano erupted again, and apparently
Yeah.
it's pretty bad now. 3 days ago, where what concerns me is like the thing that popped in my head is there are like thousands of people now that are being displaced.
Mm,
So I'm like, where are these people going? Because it's not
mm,
like the government's going to be able to provide a lot of shelter for all of them. You know what I mean?
mm, 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 mm,
Tapos ang
mm,
dami pa ring mga naiwan sa area in their red
mm,
zone, supposedly is what they call it, because they have
mm,
nowhere else to go.
mm, mm,
They're
mm,
gonna ride it out until maybe it calms down, maybe it doesn't. Pero it's destroying a lot of Filipinos in that area, the small businesses that they have,
mm.
So
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a 6 kilometer
yeah,
permanent danger
danger
zone.
zone is
Yeah.
what, yeah, danger zone. That's what that is. And I was like thinking to myself, is that even gonna be enough? What if
Mm.
what if it erupts as bad as Pinatubo
Wait,
was?
are you saying that they're living inside the 6 kilometer danger
There's still
zone?
yes, there's still people that are living within that zone.
Oh, okay. She's
Yeah.
got a couple of relatives that live there right now.
Yeah.
So tell them to leave na.
No, may
Yeah.
bahay.
Oh, okay. They have a house here.
There's orders to evacuate already outside that danger zone. Pero
Oh,
it's not like they're implementing it with like military presence or anything, There's still a lot of people that are still living or that did not want to leave because there's just nowhere else to go. You know?
right. Yeah,
Hin-
yeah,
Hindi
yeah, yeah,
naman
yeah.
hindi naman nila alam. They don't know exactly where they're going to be displaced. Is the government going to be providing enough to and
Yeah.
it's worrisome.
There aren't enough basketball courts to
Right.
put the refugees in.
Right, right. How are these people going to live? Their lives are completely disrupted. It's not
Yeah.
like they're living comfortably enough as it is to begin
Yeah.
with.
We were joking about Tag a while ago. It
Yeah.
bothers me sometimes because it's a ridge, right? Tagaytay is known to be cold and everything because it's a nice little. It's basically a ridge town, meaning
Mm.
it's at the tip of the. But that ridge on the other side is the Taal Lake. On the Taal Lake is the Taal volcano. So there's a
Correct.
volcano there within the 6 kilometer. High rises, man, high rises.
They put it up
They
there?
they just started putting up high rises the past 5 years, and then all of a sudden, like last week and last year, it was erupting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering if the prices are all going down because
Yeah, but I mean, why would they even
But-
put one there?
you start to worry about these things because I don't know what the deal is, but like even in Baguio, there's like some sort of situation where there's also high rises sprouting here and there. But isn't there like a city ordinance that you're not supposed to?
Baguio's a different story though.
Yeah, there's no volcano, but what I mean is, the government controls the building
No,
permits.
no, they don't. No, they don't. These companies, they can pay off anybody anytime.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
So it's frustrating. Pero that's without regards or without thought to like people or residents of that are currently there already, And it sucks. Ano pang gagawin nila? They're out of options.
Expensive Filipino product in the East Coast. What's this about?
Yeah, it's just things here. So in I still don't know how it's starting. Okay. Prices here in the whole country has gotten pretty expensive. Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Even more expensive now this whole Ukraine war and whatnot's going on. I still don't know why. When the whole Russia Ukraine thing started, gas here down the street went up to like $5 per gallon. Okay. And that lasted like what, 3 days, and then all of a sudden it's back to like $3.50. I'm
Mm.
like, the nerve of these people, gouge it like that. And then because of that, now all of a sudden, everything is just getting more expensive. Even
Right.
and especially Filipino products here.
Filipino products in particular, specifically, like the
everything.
Tuyo.
Well, everything is ketchup. Even the banana ketchup before is like $1.79. Now it's like $2.29.
You mean the Filipino ketchup, like Jufran
Yeah, or UFC.
or UFC?
The Magnolia ice creams before was $12.99 for
Mm.
you know
Wait,
a little container.
are you saying these are all known for being like really cheap, affordable products?
No, well, it depends. The Filipino products is on average. Again, it depends on what you're buying. Like ice cream
Mm.
is Magnolia products. It used to be between $10 and $12. Now it's between $13 and $15.
Filipino ice cream. It's always like there's nothing as good as the street ice cream. I mean, the
Yeah,
dirty ice cream.
yeah.
Everything
It's
else,
big difference.
with all due respect, with all these corporate products like Magnolia, Selected, they're all like watered down, man.
I wouldn't say watered down, but it's overhyped. It's just tastes
Overhyped.
regular. It tastes
Commercials
regular.
look nice, like
Yeah,
oras
exactly.
na magpamilya, something, ice cream.
No, when it
But
comes
when
to
you,
Filipino ice cream, I'm not thinking Magnolia. I'm thinking that puny teeny cone with like 5 scoops in it. You know what I mean?
yun nga, the dirty ice cream is actually better than the, you know
Mas
what
masarap.
Big-
Malinam now.
anyhow.
Anyhow,
So, are you complaining specifically about the Filipino products?
well, one of the biggest things I'm complaining about is the Filipino products because they're too expensive now. Kakabuisit. Filipino stores here in the East Coast, like in my area to begin with, like they'll pop up like a sari sari store here and there, right? Where you
Mm,
can buy Filipino products. But
mm,
they shut down after a year because the giant or the big Asian markets like Lotte, they have
mm,
like a big section of Filipino products that are just
mm.
much cheaper, right? But
Eats
now
up
they've
the
gotten
local businesses. Yeah.
right, but now it has gotten pretty expensive as well. So
Mm,
ano na, a pack of hopia, like those bean hopias with like 5 pieces in a pack, it costs like
mm,
$8,
mm.
$9. I'm sorry, you
Hey,
know.
is lote a Spanish word?
No, I think it's Korean. Babe, Lotte is Korean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Korean. It's a Korean
What is it?
grocery store.
What does it mean?
I have no idea. But when I hear Lotte, I hear Korean company name, Korean groceries.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, sorry, I got distracted
No,
because
it's fine.
lote is a piece of land in Tagalog.
But it's actually a pretty big Korean company that deals with groceries and whatnot.
So how are you
Um,
gonna deal with your Filipino
Trying to
prices going
find
up?
substitute for Filipino products. I mean, there's still the staples that we don't even buy Filipino soy sauce anymore because they're too expensive.
Being an
Um,
American, Filipino American, what's one Filipino product that you can't live without? Without.
One Filipino product that's hard to live without. I think the Filipino ketchup. There's two. The banana ketchup and the pinakurat because my wife loves the pinakurat.
Pinakurat ketchup?
No. Vinegar. Pinakurat.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. No, because I thought you said there's two. There's Filipino ketchup, two Filipino
Well,
ketchups.
two products. The
Banana
UFC
and then
banana ketchup
pinakurat.
and the pinakurat. Yeah. Those are the things that's hard. But because oh no, and the snacks.
Remember the fish ice cream?
Fish ice cream?
Yeah. Like this, sa mango. Sa mango.
Ano yan? Nagbebenta ka na naman?
No, that's a no ice cream.
Okay, what about it?
Remember you eat sa Baguio? With the,
Oh, yeah, okay, what about it? Use the microphone. I can't hear you.
Yeah, this.
What about it?
Yung kinain mo na yan eh. Tapos sabi mo,
Ano nga, nagbebenta ka? Inaalokan mo ba ako?
Hindi, tanga. Nag-ano lang,
Oh,
binabanggit ko
listen
na
to-
naalala ko.
How do you speak to your kids?
Are you my kid?
It's the tone. Remember, it's the tone.
Hindi, tanga. Hindi.
Anak, huwag ka kasing tanga.
Hindi yun ang
Okay?
ibig niyang sabihin. Kasi, listen. Hoy.
Di bagay sa'yo, James. Doesn't look good on you, man.
I know, man. I'm
Big-
too butched.
yeah, yun yung Lotte. Lotte ice cream brand.
Kasi. Anyway.
Oh, she's saying that the fish ice cream that I've eaten is from the Lotte Korean brand that
She
we
literally just said that.
Okay.
Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, Filipino products. I think it's the snacks, the that vinegar that my wife likes, at saka yung banana ketchup. Besides that, we don't really buy anything else that's Filipino, you know? Oh, well, maybe yeah, no. Because even at Walmart here, actually, I could go to Walmart and buy most of the stuff that we need for a cheaper price to begin with the exception of the
Mm.
vinegar. I don't know. I don't know how the Walmart can sell it cheaper, but these Asian stores or Filipino stores charge like an arm and a leg.
Mm-mm.
And it's a big difference too. At Walmart, you could get it like $2 cheaper or something. Yeah.
If ever you want to live in the Philippines, there's one product here in the Philippines I think that everybody needs to have in their house.
What's that?
Instant noodles.
Oh yeah.
Pancit Canton. It's for emergencies.
I actually found I used to love the pancit canton you're talking about.
It's
Yeah.
if you guys are crazy about toilet paper there,
Yeah.
when there's a crisis here in the Philippines, we're crazy about
Pang-
Mami instant noodles, pancit canton.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what people stock up on. And when they're refugee, like packages to be, oh wait, there's a sack of rice, but 110% there's pancit canton.
Noodles. It's cheaper, right? It's cheap.
Yeah.
And you gotta
Yeah.
admit it's pretty good. My wife hates it that I eat it too much.
Mm.
Now when you say
But-
that though, like ramen, like like instant noodle
Uh,
ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But lately,
Ah.
we've been crazy over jampong.
What's
Korean
jampong?
instant noodles.
Oh. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one with the red and yellow packaging.
Right. So I don't think they give that away on the refugee
No.
giveaways.
No.
This was
You
a
know how
little
much
bit
that is here for a pack
more
of 5?
pricey. How much?
90.
It's like $8 for a pack of 5.
$8 times 50, that's 400 pesos.
Yeah. For a pack of 5.
Oh, here it's like a magkano ba yun? 100, not 100 pesos. Here it's like
For a pack of
$2
5?
No, one.
Or one?
for one piece. Sorry, for one piece. Wait,
it's
are we
actually-
doing the same math here?
Yeah,
So for one,
for one.
100, 90, 100, or
Oh.
$2.
Mm.
Or for a pack of 5, so
So
kung
10
lima
mas
yun,
mahal dyan.
it would be
Yeah, mas mahal
500.
dito. Pag mga branded, mas mahal dito, double price.
We're getting scammed.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's like what, $2 for one pack?
Cheap lang dito yung pansit kanto ng Pinoy. Like,
The local ones are cheap.
Yeah,
13
that's 49
pesos.
cents here for one.
Right. So same.
So it's about
Yeah,
100.
so it's about
50 pesos.
the
Right? Or
same or mas
25
mahal
pesos.
pa. It's more expensive here than it is there.
49 cents. So it's about 25 pesos. Yan, right? How much is it
Yeah.
there?
Magkano daw?
Ang-
Yung alin, which one are we talking about again?
Yung pancit canton,
Yung pansit kanto ng Pinoy, 13.50.
13.50 pesos?
Mm.
Oh my God, that's cheap.
Yeah. And then, pag,
So it's like 25 cents.
Branded,
Oh,
mas mahal.
Sorry, I get
Wow.
distracted. You know, I always play prices right with her
Kasi dito nag-grocery.
sa grocery. I'm like, okay, budget ngayon, for example, 4,000 lang, 4,000 pesos. How much is that? I don't know how much that is in dollars, but let's say $100, right? She will try to get us close to the budget for the day as much as she can without like price checking or doing the math or taking out the calculator. Okay. Just by looking at the shopping cart,
Yeah.
she could almost, plus or minus 100, 150 pesos, 200 pesos,
that's pretty good though.
$5, $10 within budget, just to gauge it.
Let me
But-
ask you.
I,
Go
I
ahead, go ahead.
hold on. I stopped talking about money or budgeting with her because that's not the problem anymore. The problem is the weight.
Yeah.
So now it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
you told me
you're,
about
we're,
that on the motorcycle.
we're only going to buy whatever fits in this box. Okay. Doesn't matter how much it's going to cost. If it doesn't fit in the box, it doesn't
Screw it.
come with us. Okay.
Right, right. That's good though. Yeah, you
So
told me
that's the
about that.
so that's the parenting way that I do it instead of mag-budget ka kasi ano dapat kasi ginagamit natin dito pambayad natin ng Netflix yan. It's the tone. It's the
Meron
tone.
akong nilalaglag.
If it doesn't fit in the box, it doesn't go.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I'll see
Yeah,
you
no,
outside. I'll be watching
it's
Netflix.
sa when my when my wife goes grocery shop, it's not just her, it's me and her really. It's like our fault really to us because we'll go to a grocery store and figure out what we want, but we always end up with more. It's ridiculous, you know?
Now, for you, if it doesn't fit in the trunk, it doesn't come with us. Hey,
Yeah.
Ay,
Hold
one
on.
time, di ba, balik-balik ka?
Before we start wrapping things up here, folks,
Right.
I want you to talk about what's the latest update on your DIY project at home.
Oh, hey. So right now we started it's actually been pretty good. We've been painting the room and my daughter Malaya has been a big help in regards to painting, you know.
For those of
Uh,
you that are just catching up, this guy has been working on this couple of weekends, goes to Home Depot or whatever with his flip flops on and shorts,
right.
weekend project looking for his.
Pipe down, show and tell, show and tell. So now we're in the painting project, right? We're painting my daughter's new room and she has been a tremendous help. And you're my hero, Dad. Happy Father's Day. And she's been a great help. I gotta admit, she's actually doing the work, right? But right now, while we were
So-
painting,
Son's not helping out, so you recruited the daughter.
well, because it's her room. You know, she's been a bigger help with her room than my son being a help with his wall. Whatever. But the room was painted with a dark green color, so we had to paint the primer first, right? Before the actual color. So that it lightens up the room.
I'm with you.
So using a roller and whatnot. And it's not like it's a big room.
Wait, sorry.
After
How old are we talking about? Your daughter?
she's 14.
Okay, not the 3-year-old.
No. Really? I've just literally said that the daughter's being a big help. What kind of
Yeah.
help am I gonna get from a 3-year-old in regards to painting?
Roller.
The paintbrush is bigger than her.
Okay. No need to be upset. It's
Okay,
the
okay.
tone. Okay, let's
So-
keep it light, bubbly, and happy. Okay.
I've had a lot of great, experiences painting. I've actually painted an entire house by myself before, you know. And back
Okay.
then, I used like a paint gun, the sprayer. But we
Mm.
rented it before
Mm,
because before, if you buy it, it costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right?
mm.
So while we're painting the primer in the current room, it's dawned to me, what the F am I doing? This is too much work. You know?
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
You mean daughter's not in the picture yet?
No, she's in the picture. I'm just thinking this to my head. Obviously, I'm not showing her or giving her any kind of indication that I'm getting annoyed because it's a lot of work. Because I
Okay,
don't want to
okay.
put or dismay her or make her feel bad. You know what I mean? But in
Okay.
the back of my head, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? This is too much work. It's a lot of
You don't want to
painting here.
ruin the father-daughter moment.
And I don't want to ruin the father-daughter movement. So I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like also thinking, I wish paint guns are cheaper.
Okay.
It dawned to me, I didn't even decide to look. So I went to Amazon and took a look.
Okay.
So I got a new toy that came today.
Look what he got.
I bought a spray paint gun. It's a spray gun.
What did your daughter say about that? Did you say like, oh, wait, stop.
She's very excited because we have to now we get to use it for the actual paint now. So look at this. Look, this thing
Yeah.
is legit, yo. I mean, this thing is legit. I'm not even kidding you. There's like, so I went on Amazon. I read there's like over 1,500 reviews on Amazon, right? And I
Mm.
kid you not,
You
I
know
read
the
maybe
word legit, ah?
20 reviews. Okay.
Uh,
All 20 reviews that I read out of 1,500 was really good. You know, these guys are like DIY guys trying to do stuff themselves. And a lot of
Mm.
them did the same thing like I did, bitching about the fact that it's too much work to use a
Mm.
paintbrush or a roller. Why
I'm
not
curious,
spend money?
how much work have you done on the room when you finally realized it's too much work for whatever it is that you're doing?
Oh, so there's 4 walls. After one wall, I'm like thinking to myself, I want to shoot myself. It's too much work.
So one wall. Okay.
But no,
Okay.
we finished the entire room with primer
Right, right, right.
using a roller and a paintbrush.
I hear
But
you. Okay.
now we're gonna put the actual paint with a paint gun, baby. Look at that.
Next thing you know, you'll be asking your wife, is there any other room that you want to
Well,
have painted?
listen. We were laying in bed last night or the other night. I was looking on Amazon. I'm like asking my wife, "Hey, listen, can I get this so it'll be quicker instead of taking 6 hours to paint the room? It'll only take me 1 hour, you know." And
Yeah.
then, and then the best part of my selling pitch to my wife was, I'm also gonna paint the new wall that I built downstairs, so it'll be easier.
Nice.
So, but
So
the
are you
best
actually
part,
putting it together now? Yeah. Is that
guess how much,
wireless?
dude? No, it's not
Yeah.
wireless. There's a plug.
I was about to ask. Yeah. How much does one of those things cost?
Take a guess.
Was it on sale? Maybe
Yeah,
500
regular
pesos?
price. Huh?
$20 maybe?
That's
I was think
45 bucks. Still not bad.
oh, I
$45.
was thinking 45. Okay.
Yeah, but look, this thing is legit, yo. You
That's
can
a
literally
power
put,
tool.
yeah, you can put like half, not half, a quarter of a gallon of paint in here, and
Yeah.
shh,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
right?
dali.
Yeah.
Para madali. It took
You'll
me
just
like,
be
right, you know, and
wax
now,
on, wax off.
and the best part, right? If I finish a job and I don't want this to waste a paint, I can just
Mm.
unscrew this. Look at that. And there's like a cover.
You know, you'd be a good Home Depot salesman.
Look,
You know, the guy that's
there's like,
wearing like a microphone here on the side. It's like,
look at that. Look, not one wasted drop after you're done. And you can just store it. That's amazing.
yeah, meron tayong ganyan. Pero mas maganda pakinggan si Jason pag nagbebenta eh.
Tapos meron pa ano, funnel. Look at that. It comes with your own personal funnel. What the F, bro? And it's only $40.
Hold on. Funnel for what? Like the other paint that you're gonna pour in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
what
you
it's
don't
for.
spill anything. This goes inside like the paint can or whatever that it
Oh.
helps so you don't spill and
Oh,
waste anything.
oh, galing.
Unbelievable. Tapos ganyan lang, tapos ganyan. Tapos screw mo lang ganyan.
Are you getting
Then
any
when-
commission from talking about this on the podcast right now?
Man, I should sponsorship, yo. It's like, buen
this-
deal. Buen
is this an aff-
deal.
Where do we get the affiliate link at? Is it gonna be in the description or the first comment on the description below?
Right? Hey guys, if you guys think this is a good product, I'm gonna give a before and after. Telling you. And I'm gonna set up my tripod in the room. I'm gonna show you
Mm.
what it looks like when I spray it. Shh.
Nice. Don't forget the affiliate link. Send them a message.
So I'm excited to use that. It's not even funny. I'm actually thinking like maybe I'm gonna do it tonight, but it's already 10 o'clock here, so I'm not. It's gonna be too late. Because I know if
I
I
saw the-
start it and I like it, I won't be able to finish it, like put it down. And I don't want to do that.
Pictures green. So she's going for a green.
Now, the wall was dark green, like
Mm,
color like of leaves, dark green.
mm,
She wants it sky like beach blue is what the color that she's after because she's trying to do like a beach theme in her room, right?
mm,
So you can't just paint a light color over a dark color because the dark color is going to be showing still through the light paint. So you got to put a primer first, lighter
mm.
primer. Then you paint it, And then when it dries out, you paint the actual paint color, so it'll be okay. I'm excited. I'm gonna have like a new toy to use.
We were hanging out at this restaurant the other day. I was looking at this paint job that we did back here.
Yeah.
Were you the one that helped me paint this one?
No,
No,
sa
no.
other room ako.
Oh, the
Ako
other room. There, yeah, yeah. So the other room we painted,
Ah.
and then we were talking the other day, and
nagpainted.
Tin mentioned it to me that she said we were at the restaurant, Army Navy.
Mm.
This is the color that we were trying to go after, but it just didn't turn out the same color. But we realized that the color of the wall we were going after subconsciously, not aware, not on purpose, was the Army Navy restaurant kind of wall
Yeah.
hue that they have. Are you familiar?
Yeah, familiar with that.
So
That's a big difference.
not exactly what we got. Anong kulay yung lumabas dito? Parang dark gray, no?
Yeah.
We got like dirty white, sort of dark gray kind of
Mhm.
hue. Didn't realize that it was Army Navy colors that we were going for. Whew.
Anywho,
Happy Father's Day.
yeah, I think we're done for the day. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Sa mga tatay, mga ninong, mga lolo, mga tiyo, mga brother and brotherette, whatever.
I will say one thing though.
So,
One last thing before we go. Visited my son yesterday. Mother of my kid, I think, or according to my kid, I don't want. She says that the Father's Day was yesterday, so that I guess I don't have to go there and visit today. So, in our little private calendar, Father's Day was yesterday. So he's like,
What?
"Happy Father's Day, Dad." It's like, is it? It's tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's today. It's hard to argue with that, right? But all right, give me a hug.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so I got my greeting
that
one day in
convenient, though?
advance. Yeah,
Anyway.
more to be said about that, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
leave it at that.
But yeah. Anyway, happy Father's Day to everybody. Enjoy your day. Wish it was more than just one day, since every day is Mother's Day, it seems like.
And I'll say it again because it's worth repeating. If you're going to surrender, never, never give up. But if you do surrender, please don't wave your underwear in front of me, okay?
Hey, can I
Use something
at
else
least not
like
the
a
one that
dirty
you're
rag,
wearing? Yeah, at least not the one that you're wearing.
like a dirty rag or a t-shirt or something, but not underwear, please.
Anywho,
Have
thanks
a
for
little
watching. Catch us on the
self-respect.
next one. Again, this is the flip side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel. This is Tin. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you guys later. Oh, hi, Tin. Again. See you in the next one.
On the flip side, remember it's the tone
I know. Okay. Okay.
because I could be flipping you right now. It's like on the flip side.
On the flip side.
Hey, there she is.
Let's say bye. Put your shirt down. Say stop.
Ah!
Okay, say bye. Say bye. Okay.
Good night.